by Samuel Meadnila. Despite Philippines' opposition to the United Nations (UN) resolution calling for aid for the displaced Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar, the government has relaxed its employment requirements for refugees and stateless foreigners. Refugees and stateless foreigners could soon be allowed to work in the country even without the necessary permit from the Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, under its new regulation. Secreta y Silvestre Bello III, Keith Bacon Co/Manila Bulletin File Photo. In Department Order No. 186, Series of 2017, Labor and Employment Secretary Silvestre Bello III disclosed foreigners, who will be identified by the Department of Justice, DOJ, as such will now be exempted from getting the Alien Employment Permit, APE. An APE is the documentary requirement issued by DOLE to foreigners before they be allowed to work in the country. Refugees and stateless persons recognized by DOJ pursuant to Article 17 of the United Nations, Convention and Protocol relating to status of refugees and stateless persons are exempt from securing an employment permit, Bello said in his 7-page issuance. As part of its commitment to the UN, DOJ released in 2012 its guidelines for refugees and stateless persons to provide them faster processing and better protection. Last week, President Duterte received the ire of migrant advocates after Philippines joined 9 other countries in voting against the draft resolution of the UN General Assembly for Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. Migrant International assailed Duterte for his apparent anti-migrant stance on the issue, which would be detrimental for the thousands of displaced Rohingya Muslims. Aside from refugees and stateless persons, DOLE also maintained the APE exemption of the following categories of foreigners: all members of the diplomatic service and foreign government officials accredited by and with reciprocity arrangement with the Philippine government, offices and staff of international organization of which the Philippine government is a member, and their legitimate spouses desiring to work in the Philippines, owners and representatives of foreign principals whose companies are accredited by the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, POEA, who come in the Philippines for a limited period and solely for the purpose of interviewing applicants for employment abroad. Also exempted from the APE are foreign nationals who come to the Philippines to teach, present and/or conduct research studies in universities and colleges as visiting, exchange or adjunct professors under formal agreements between universities and colleges, permanent resident foreign nationals and probationary or temporary resident visa holders, and all foreign nationals granted exemption by law. DO 186 will take effect 15 days after it has been published by DOLE. Tags: Department of Labor and Employment, Employment, Foreigners, Labor and Employment Secretary Silvestre Bello III, Manila Bulletin, Philippine Government, Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, Philippines, Rohingya Muslims.